I am fully aware that lots of jobs would require a CV for the application. However, there are some that would need a supporting or personal statement instead. In other words, you would not be needing a CV to apply for these jobs. One of such job sites is the UK government job website, like the Tractor Jobs and jobs.nhs.uk. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a personal stroke supporting statement and how you can tailor this statement to suit each of your job application. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. If you're watching my video for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Kindly like my video, drop a comment in the section below. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell beside it so that whenever I make any post on this channel, you'll be updated. Thank you. To write a supporting statement, I would advise that you type it using Word document so that you can always go back to edit. And also, whenever you want to apply for any job, you can just go there, copy and paste. So what I usually do is to have a basic supporting statement. You don't want to start all over again from the scratch to write paragraphs upon paragraphs as supporting statements whenever you're applying for any job. If you have a basic supporting statement, it makes life very, very, very easy because you can use that particular supporting statement to apply for different jobs. All you need to do is just edit it whenever you want to apply for each job. It takes just 5 to 10 minutes and you're done. You can apply for your job. So instead of starting from the scratch for each job to start typing again, I usually advise that you have basic supporting statement. For the basic supporting statement, you need to normally type it and then make sure that it's in different paragraphs just to make your work organized and make it very clear and easier to read. The first paragraph should be a brief introduction about yourself. You should say what you do. Are you a registered nurse? Are you a medical doctor? Are you a midwife? Are you a dentist? Whatever you do or wherever you are, just put it down there. Also, you should give a brief background about your work history. So if you've worked as a district nurse in the past, if you've worked as a pediatric nurse in the past, if in your years of practice you've worked as a peri-op nurse or anything at all, you can just include it there. Also, you should say your years of experience. If you've worked for 5 years or for 10 years, 2 years, 1 year, just put it down there to say I've been a registered nurse for 1 year. You also want to say what certificate you have. If you have RN certificate, you have a diploma in nursing, you have a BNSC certificate, you have MBBS, whatever certificate you have. You also want to talk about your current role. So if you're currently working as a district nurse, put it there. If you're currently working as a dentist, put it there. If you're currently working as an obstetric nurse, put it down there. If you're currently working as tissue viability nurse, anything you're doing, just put it there. Also, for some job applications, you would need to put your location. Location doesn't mean your street number or the street where you live. Location, like what country you are at the moment or at the time you're applying for that job. So, for example, if you're an internationally educated nurse, you're in Nigeria and you're planning to relocate to the UK, but you're trying to search for jobs. If you're applying for the job, you want to let them know that you're not in the UK. You want to tell them that you're in Nigeria, okay? Or you want to tell them that you're in Ghana, wherever you are, so that anyone that's reading the supporting statement would know that this person would need to come over, or they'll put different things into consideration before they shortlist you. So it's better you let them know so that they don't come on the interview day and they get surprised that you're not in the country. Or sometimes they will want a physical interview, but because they have seen in your application that you're not in the country, they might organize a virtual interview with you. I don't know if you get what I mean. You want to give some relevant information in the first paragraph as well. For example, if you're a nurse, sorry, I'm using the nurse example so much because I'm a registered nurse, so that's why I'm just using that permits me. Or people in other professions as well, this applies to you, not just nurses. So, for example, if you're a nurse or let's say a medical doctor applying from abroad, maybe you want to relocate to the United Kingdom and you're searching for job, you can put it there to say that you've successfully passed your IELTS exam, because you know, of course, that's one of the criteria for relocating to UK to practice in the profession, right? So you have to include it there that I have successfully passed my IELTS exam. Also, if you require a certificate of sponsorship for those that are on work visa, you can put it there to say I would require a certificate of sponsorship if I am given this job, if I get the job offer. So in all these things I've said, you just need to construct the sentences so that it makes sense. Try to make this as brief as possible. Go straight to the point. Don't tell stories. This is just the introduction, and you still have other paragraphs to give details about yourself. So make it as brief and concise as possible. Okay, don't tell too much stories. That's it for the first paragraph. Now, the second paragraph. This is where you want to highlight your key selling points. You want to talk about your skills, your knowledge, your experience, your competencies. This can be in your profession or your personal skills. If you work in the health sector, you can put your clinical skills, like if you're skilled in venipuncture, if you're good with wound management, you can put the procedures that you're very competent to do. Then personal skills like communication, it's a very good communicator, interpersonal relationship, team playing, and others. In this particular paragraph, do not be in a haste, because you might not have everything you want to write down at the top of your head. Sometimes you might just remember that there's something you've not included, and you can come back later to edit and include that. You can go on Google and search for the skills that are relevant or specific to your profession, or maybe if there's a role you've assumed in the line of your practice, or there's any specialty you've worked in, you can go to Google and just browse the skills that are relevant in that particular area, and then you can include them in your basic supporting statement. But just make sure that anything you're putting down is something that you actually have. It's a skill that you possess or procedure that you can carry out, so that in case you're asked in the interview, you can defend yourself confidently. Like I said previously, in this particular paragraph, do not rush. Take your time to write down everything. It might take you more than a day. Sometimes you can just remember that, oh, I've missed out something. I think I just remembered something I should have included, and you can go back, edit, and put that thing down. Okay, so just take your time, because you're trying to sell yourself here. So in the next paragraph, you want to include some relevant information about yourself, things that you feel that your employer or your then employer should know about you. Maybe some relevant trainings that you've had, because in this particular paragraph you're trying to stand out. You remember that you're not the only one applying for a particular job. There are other people out there, so you want something that's going to differentiate you from the other people. You want something that will give you an edge over others, that will make them pick you out of the other ones or the other applicants. So you want to talk about the relevant trainings you've had. Have you earned any other certificate in the course of your practice? Is there any exceptional thing you've done and you feel you need to let them know? Let's say as a midwife, you've birthed 100 babies, you've birthed 50 babies. You can put it down there. It's something that will differentiate you from other people. Also, if you've assumed a leadership or management role during your practice, you can include that there. And any other thing you feel is necessary for them to know, or you don't want to start telling stories. If you can also put scenarios there. If there's a scenario where you did something amazing, something outstanding, you can also include that in this particular paragraph. So basically, this is the supporting statement. See that it's nothing big, it's no big deal. So what will happen is you can just save this somewhere. Remember that you're not supposed to rush. You're not allowed to rush. Now that your basic supporting statement is ready, you can now use it to apply for different jobs within your profession. All you have to do is just get the job you want to apply for and go to the job details or job information, or you can just read through the person specification or job description, and then you can see the necessary things that they require from you, which is not in your basic supporting statement, and then you can now tailor it just to match the role you're going for. If there are essential criteria they require for the job, you can also include that if it's something you have. For example, if they ask that the intending employee should have a driver's license and you have one, we can include it there to say that you have a driver's license. And that way, you've tailored it somehow to suit what they want. So that's basically how it works. And now that you've watched this video to the end, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Thank you for sticking and for supporting me. And I hope you learned something from today's video. Do well to like my video, drop a comment in the section below. Also, if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. And also click on the notification bell beside it so that whenever I make any post on my channel, you'll get updated. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely, beautiful, and amazing day. Take care. Bye.